Alright, this question is under normal distribution. If the age of VCs in Nigeria is distributed normally with a mean of 55 and variance of 225. Now let's write that down quickly. I said the mean. So since we use this to let's just continue. So our mean is 55 and um, our variance is given by this is equal to 225. Ignore the end that is beside the variance here. Ignore it. Right, and our variance is this. So now this is sign for variance, or we use v of x depending on the question. So now what we need to solve this question is our mean, and we need our mean and we need our standard deviation, right? So now the square root of standard deviation of variance is equal to standard deviation, right? Because square we cancel this. So that means our standard deviation is going to be 225 and our standard deviation is equal to 15, sorry, not is equal to 15. So this is our standard deviation. This is what we need to solve the question. So basically there's a formula relating them. The formula is x is equal to the mean plus the standard deviation multiplied by your z score index, right? Your z score. So now this is very important when you are dealing with normal distribution, right? Sometimes the question might not even come like this. They will just do something like this, n, then they will do like this, then they will put one value here, they will put another value here. This first value that is here is representing the mean, and this second value is the standard deviation. Is the standard deviation, right? So very quickly, so now this x value now is basically the probability that we are being asked to find. So now let's make z subject of the formula. So z is equal to the x minus our mean all over the standard deviation, right? This formula is very important when we are dealing with normal distribution. So now for normal distribution, when p of x is equal to x, it is equal to this value is representing the z score. The z score of x minus the mean divided by the standard deviation. This is the formula, right, for normal deviation of x equals to x. But now when p x is of a range, when it's of a range, let's say when it's between, let me put a here, when x is between a and b, the z score index is going to be the b minus the mean divided by the standard deviation minus the z score index of a minus the mean over the standard deviation. So this is very important if we want to solve and get accurate answers, right? So now let's continue. We've already gotten our mean, we have gotten our variance, we have gotten standard deviation. So now let's solve the question. So this question says, what is the probability that the age will be less than 59, right? The age will be less than 59. So now for this one, our x is equal to 59. So now we're dealing with normal distribution. So let's put our formula. We're using this because it's not a range. So that means our p when x is equal to 59 will equal to the z score index of x, which is 59, minus our mean, which is 55, over the standard deviation, which is 15. So now we're having our z score index of 59 minus 55 will give us 4. So 4 divided by 15, that will give us 0.26. 0.267. Once you get 3 digits, you can stop, right? So now this is what we're going to know now, because this value you can get with your calculator. I'm going to send a video explaining that, but regardless, if you do not have calculator, you're going to use that table, right? So now for the table, the z score index, you're going to go to that table, you're going to look for 0.2. 0.2. When you get to 0.2, just like the way you do log reading, you go to 0.2 under 6 and difference 7. So when you get to 0.2, you go under 6 and then you check the value of under 6, then you go for the difference 7, then you add the value of that difference 7 to this, right? All right, let me just quickly get it so that Okay, so now we have this z index value of 0.267, and this our answer when px equals to 59 is equal to 0.60527. So this is our final answer.